Well, welcome. Thank you guys so much for coming. We have Andrew, what's your last name?
Calderon.
And Scott
Katz.
from Wauchula State Bank.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for being my guest here on IamLakeland.com. IamLakeland.com. I Am Lakeland podcast. I'm so sorry. And I want to thank Cohas for letting me use this beautiful, beautiful room. You guys are my bank. For I Am Lakeland Bank at Wauchula State Bank, and I am grateful. I am completely happy with the service I received, and I ask you guys to come and join me to tell the world how good you guys are. So I want you to go ahead and start with telling me how they got here and how long they've been in business, if you don't mind.
Well, Don, first of all, thank you for having us, and thank you for choosing us as your bank. We've been around since 1929, family-owned bank by the Cruz family out of Wauchula, and they decided to move to Lakeland. They made the decision probably about 3 years ago to come, and we've been open now here on Kentucky and Maine for 1.5 years. And Wauchula is real big on customer service. We like to put the client first. We make local decisions, and with us, it's basically getting to know our client and sitting down, getting to know what their needs are, and making decisions on what they need, not what the bank needs.
And so how many locations do you guys have in Florida?
In Florida, with our sister banks, we have a total of 32 offices. In Lakeland, we have 1, and also in Winter Haven, we have 1, so 2 in Polk County.
That's wonderful. Well, I like where you guys' location is, Maine and Kentucky. I couldn't think of a better place to have a location. And that, the way they redid everything, it's so beautiful. The big windows, you walk in, you can see, oh man, if that could be my house, I would take it as my house.
And that's part of Wauchula State Bank, being transparent to everyone. That's what we do, we're transparent, so we decided with a lot of our offices, if we can, build it with glass, so you can walk in and see us from the street, know who you're dealing with, and that's how we treat our clients. We're transparent with everything we do.
I swear you guys got more employees there than Walmart. When I walk in Walmart, I can't see anybody, maybe a couple of people at the register checking out. I walk into Wauchula and I'm approached by someone saying, how can I help you? If it's not Janessa, it's Selena, they all come up and they want to help. The sincerity is incredible. I absolutely love it.
And I ask you, Don, have you ever walked in and been asked if you'd have an appointment? Or are you just welcomed and someone comes out and waits on you?
Absolutely, absolutely. It is one of the things I didn't know. Initially, I gotta be perfectly honest with you, I didn't know anything about Wauchula. I seen that you guys were taking over the old Nathan's clothing store, and I thought, well, I'll at least inquire, and so far, it is fantastic. The service that is provided to me, it's like Publix, if you will. It's the high standards, it's the attention, it's the knowing you as a person and as a banker that has really attracted me. Andrew, what is your position, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, of course. So first of all, thank you for having me. So my position here, I'm the residential lender for the Polk County market. So I do fluctuate between Winter Haven and Lakeland.
Fantastic. And did you bring clientele? Are you from the banking industry? What did you do before this?
Yes, I worked prior to a bigger bank corporation, but now I've been with Wauchula State Bank for July will be a year, I believe, right? Yes, a year.
Wonderful. And the loans, the basic businesses, you're on the commercial side?
I'm on commercial, but also help out on the retail side too. So my experience in banking has been since 1986. Most of my experience has been on the retail side, the last 4 years on commercial. The advantage to that is when you come in to speak to myself or Andrew even about possible commercial loan or even a HELOC, home equity line of credit, we can also sit with you because of our backgrounds and talk to you about accounts, how we can help you on the retail side, both business, and personal. So you're getting the best of both worlds. Not only somebody with the expertise on lending, but also the expertise on opening up accounts and, again, fitting your needs, not the bank needs. And before we even open the accounts, we try to get to know more about yourself and what you need, and try to help you fit your needs.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things I remember specifically is when I come in to see you guys, actually it's both of you, now that I think about it, I didn't wanna just put in an application and be accepted or rejected. I wanted to know who I'm working with. And we sat down at the table and you guys, I told you my situation, you guys told me, and basically all my homework was done. All I had to do was go out and make a decision. The listening factor is a very important thing to me. If you're an active listener and you hear what I'm saying to you, you're gonna get my attention in my business. And then one of the things I notice about Wauchula in particular is they listen. You guys listen. Selena, and what's the new guy? There's another guy beside your office.
We have Vlad, we also have Brad, we have Matt, we have another Andrew, we have Selena, Janessa, and Laura.
See what I mean?
Actually, we also have Mandy too. And the nice thing too is for our Hispanic clients and non-clients, we do have Andrew and a few other employees that do speak Spanish. So we are here for the Hispanic community.
And back to going to where you said, we actually listen. That's something that I hold very personal, coming from other bigger banks where they just ask you, hey, you know what, you want to do something? Sure, put in an application, and then that way I get a better picture to see what I can do for you. Not all the cases you need to put in an application. If the person takes their time to actually sit down and ask the right questions, we can kind of help you out and give you a determination whether this might be a good product for you or not. And I think that's what we try to let clients know when we sit down with them, and we're just not looking you as another client, but we're looking you as a family or part of this bank. What we can do for you to make your current situation the best possible.
Yeah, I remember growing up in Ohio, and my dad had a banker down the street. Oh, I got to go see so and so, and my dad knew the man. They knew each other. You walked into the bank. Hi, Don. How are you today? What are we going to do for you? And that's the kind of feeling I get with you guys. Hi, Don. How are you? What do you hear? How can I help? I get that same feeling that I had as a kid and seeing my dad, and I can appreciate that very much.
And that's one thing. We try to build trust first, then the relationship. And we also, when you get our business card, you not only have our business cell phone, you have our personal cell phone. So we're always there for you. And my big thing in banking is I always ask people, including yourself, Don, do you know who your banker is? And it's amazing on how many people do not know the name of their banker. When you walk out of Wauchula State Bank, you walk out knowing who your banker is and who your backup banker is, just in case you can't reach your banker.
And as I understand it, you guys are in the midst of changing the name pretty soon. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, we're unifying into Cruz Bank and Trust. So the Cruz family owns 4 different banks, which is Charlotte State Bank and Trust, Inglewood Bank and Trust, and Cruz Bank and Trust, along with Wauchula State Bank. And the family has decided to unify all 4 brands into one, and we are going to become Cruz Bank and Trust.
That's CREWS?
CREWS, correct.
Cruz Bank and Trust, and that's rolling out, what'd you say?
It should start in September. And the nice thing is now you'll be able to bank with all our offices. So if you bank with us here in Lakeland and you're down in the Sarasota area, you can come in September, you'll be able to walk into any one of our offices and bank with them.
That's nice. That's nice.
We also have a lot of ATMs, which include Publix. So if you can't make it into the office, you need money, you can actually use Publix and some other ATMs out there that you will not be charged any fees.
I like that, yeah. Nothing's more frustrating than charge $2 or $3 to get your own money out of the bank. As a consumer, that drives me nuts. Okay, I've heard rumors, I don't know the truth, but there's a new HELOC loan out there that you guys are promoting. What is that?
Yeah, so we actually come May, we have a new structure of how we're going to be working with our HELOC clients who are looking into a home equity line of credit. So some of the changes are happening is we're going to be offering some discount points off of the rate. So if some client maybe have to go with prime plus a certain margin based on their credit criteria or their loan to value. So different situations that may take in place where we have to add some sort of a margin on top of prime. Based on their relationship with us, we'll be able to give them a discount from their interest rates.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what else can I think of here? You guys just stand out by your employees. What comes to my mind, you just mentioned 16 names, and that's more than I've seen in Walmart last year. You know, is there any competitive advantages that you guys have? Any information that would get a new client to come get that first visit to build that trust?
The main thing is trust and relationship, and when you sit down with us, we're not gonna open that account right away or do that loan right away. We wanna get to know you. There's situations where you may come to us and say, hey, I'm looking for this loan, my bank turned me down, and we'll ask why. And a lot of times there's an easy fix to it. You may have come in for a pool loan for $30,000, got turned down because your debt ratio's too high, where Andrew will sit with you and get to know you and get to know what your debts, and possibly instead of putting that application in for $30,000, put it in for $50,000, pay off all your debts, and you have that pool, plus you have more money in your pocket. On the commercial side, we'll sit again, get to know you, get to sit down, see what you're looking to do. We also offer SBA loans, where a lot of our competitors, if you walk into the bank, do an SBA loan with them, you may get turned down, you may get approved, but if you get turned down, that's it. With us, we actually work with a packaging company, so you're working with us and the packaging company. So you actually have two chances to get approved, where with a lot of banks, you only got one chance. So we offer that. Again, customer service is big. We will not do anything or offer you anything until we get to sit down with you, get to know you. We don't believe in checking all the boxes. With us, it's like, hey, let's sit down, get to know your situation. If you don't check A, B, C, D, that's fine. Let's find out why maybe D doesn't check, and let's do a workaround and see what we can do. Usually with us too, within 48 hours, we can tell you if we're interested or not. We're not gonna keep you there for 90 days and then tell you you're not approved. We just work with you. We may say, hey, today we can't do it, but this is what we can do. Or, we can stay in touch with you and say 6 months to 9 months down the road, we'll be able to do that loan for you.
Yeah, the communication lines, the active listening is wonderful. I absolutely love it.
And I think you said it right. It's all about communication, right? So to add on to what Scott said, as you know, we don't give you a 1-800 number to call. And as far as for me, at least, if you're looking for a line of credit or a mortgage loan or something, we're not setting you up, hey, make an appointment, here's a 1-800 number. They're going to call you. You have my direct line, you have my direct access email. We're responding quickly. Our quick response is what really differentiates us between other banks. Like I said, I mentioned coming from other banks where I would have to, you're interested in a mortgage? Well, let me put in a referral in, and they will call you back. Versus let me get, you go straight to the source. So I think that's a major factor. What people like is the communication and the turnaround time.
Yeah, one earlier time speaking with you, you said that the family, the bank, they get together, and as a group, they decide together. So they know that this is a good loan, this is a bad, so everybody works together. And I would say, wouldn't you say that you are able to help more people than not? Because I've heard that the loans over at Wauchula seem to have a little bit of an advantage, and it's something you're doing, as opposed to someone else who's got denied. I've heard that even on the other side.
Yeah, and that's true. It's family owned, so the family, they will look at the loans. They like to see if it makes sense. Plus, it's local. And when we say local, it's truly local decisions made out of Wauchula. They will actually come to Lakeland too if we have to sit down, go visit with us, go visit properties. Our competitors may say they're local, but then you find out they're out of different states, and like Andrew and I laugh, that's not local. Local is, family owned, decisions made right here in Wauchula, in Lakeland, and they're made based on the customer.
863 area code number.
Yes, exactly. We sit with the customers, and the family, they're involved in the bank. You can come, every so often, and the CEO's there, the CFO's there, our marketing people are there. So usually once a week, there's someone from the family or from another department sitting with us, and we usually introduce you to them, and you'll be amazed when you come back, they will actually call you by name too.
That's
along with that also is we also take consideration your relationship with us, how long you've been banking with us. How many loans have you done with us in the past? That the history that we built over time, which also helps out when we're looking at a new potential loan for you. So I think that's what makes a difference as well.
You know, once you get that relationship, it's like borrowing money from your brother or your friend. It seems so easy, you know?
Yes.
So, here in Lakeland, I think I recall you guys on the Christmas parade. What different things does Wauchula do for the Lakeland community?
Yeah, part of the Lakeland community, we are in the Christmas parade, which a lot of our competitors, or most of our competitors, are in. We also got involved in doing Christmas movie down by the lake every year. We're involved in a lot of charity works. We financial literacy chamber. We're involved in the Hispanic chamber. We're working on getting involved in the Cuban American community. So we are truly out there in the community. A lot of our competitors are out there too, but they throw money at the events and they never show up, where we're actually there, showing up, getting to know the people in the community, getting to know them, getting to know their story, you know, and who they are. And it's important because, you know, people like to talk about themselves and they like to feel proud about themselves, and we're there to listen to their story. And that's what we like to do, is get to know your story.
That's exactly the way I feel. From the consumer side, I don't need nobody else. I mean, I'm happy. Everything else is just my situations that I'm in. Okay, well, you guys think of anything else? Thank you so much. If you can think of anything else, anything that would stand out?
Yeah, again, we invite everybody in. I know when they sit with us, again, myself, I have 37 years experience, started as a teller, so you're speaking with someone that's, you know, been on almost every position, that can sit with you, get to know you, and you know, I'm open I'm an open book. I often ask my clients to ask questions about me, you know, ask questions about Andrew. We're not here hiding anything. We'll tell you about our families. We'll tell you what we're doing. And that's one thing I challenge people that bank with other banks is, you know, find out who you're banking with. You know, find out what kind of experience they have. Because one way we get business is, you know, our competitors, you'll be working with someone and they may have 1, 2, 3 years experience and very little financial background, where we come from that background. Like I said, I've been doing this 37 years. I always tell my clients, if you bank with me, don't bank with me, at least I can teach you something. You'll come out of our conversation learning something.
And if somebody wants to get in contact with you, what's the best way?
They can just, I encourage them to come into the bank or call me on my personal cell, 863-860-3000, or my bank cell, 863-448-2280, and I'll be there more than happy to help them out, even if it's just questions.
Okay, and how about you, Andrew?
Yes, of course. Like Scott said, we'll like to invite everyone to come in, you know, just to see us and see what we're all about and what our bank really means to us. And also, if they need to reach me, of course, they can reach me at 863-255-6274. Sorry, 863-255-6274.
Fantastic, guys. Well, thank you guys for being one of my first guests in this new podcast idea. Appreciate it very much.
No, Don, thank you.
You guys are very right, and thank you, Coates, again for letting me
Yes.
use this wonderful room. You guys have a fantastic day.
You too.
God bless. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.